Welcome to Sunshine Cathedral's Queer God Squad. It's Thursday, July the 18th, 2024. I am Reverend Dr. Robert Griffin, the Executive Minister. Our Senior Minister, Reverend Dr. Darrell Watkins, is away at a conference this week. Faith and religion can be complicated for the LGBTQ plus community. Surveys show that evangelical faith is the justification for the greatest attacks on the LGBTQ plus community.
I am Reverend Kevin Tisdall, the Minister of Education. The Queer God Squad is going to explore our religious community. Let's explore the big news of the day and what it means to you.
I am Reverend Dr. Ann Atwell, the Minister of Connections. This is live, and then we are available on demand. If our community is important to you, share this news with your friends and family. Join the conversation on your favorite streaming platform and social media. At Sunshine Cathedral, we are here to tell you that you are God's miracle, not God's mistake.
This is the Sunshine Cathedral perspective. Fitness influencer Mark Turnipseed claims Jesus made him, quote unquote, un-gay. Mark Turnipseed, known for his presence as a gay fitness influencer on social media, has recently sparked controversy with his latest claims. Turnipseed, who initially came out as a gay athlete on Out Sports, released a video suggesting that gay men have, and I'm quoting him, daddy issues and seek attention from men. He expressed his intention to help other men who he believes are, again quoting him, wallowing in the sin of homosexuality to become straight. He insists that his change in sexual orientation did not stem from church influence, but from discovering his own truth. I'm quoting him as he says, "I wasn't purposefully going to church to try to pray the gay away or anything, but I'll tell you, I was somehow lifted out of the trauma," unquote. We at Queer God Squad and Sunshine Cathedral believe videos and claims like this are troubling and harmful to the LGBTQ plus community. Being gay is not a sin or a result of trauma, and such narratives perpetuate harmful stereotypes. Young Turnipseed is on his own journey, and I appreciate that he has a platform that a lot of people don't have. But we need to look at some of the things that he's suggesting. And I like that it says that he's suggesting it because I looked at a couple of the videos where he was so proud of being an out triathlete. He was so proud of getting over the demons that kept him from being his true self. So that was one version of him. Outsport, where he came out originally, called the latest conversation that he had on Instagram unhinged. Whether it's unhinged or not, we have to understand that he is working out in public a lot of things that most of us work out on with a psychologist, with a professional who is able to walk us through our steps in life. Turnipseed makes a claim that he had some youthful trauma. I'm going to guess that he's alleging that somehow or another he was abused by someone in his life. And that is something terrible and something that should never happen to anyone. It happens, and again, the best way for me, I think, is to go to a therapist, go to some professional where you can work out all of that without the glaring light of being an influencer. And I'm at the age where I don't fully understand why influencers have as much power, and they really do.
Yeah.
Why they have as much power as they do, because their knowledge of the world seems to me to be very limited, and often they are bullying groups into listening to them because the groups are afraid that they're going to be badmouthed by this influencer who may have 500,000 or more people who listen to them every single day. So, Mark, I'm sure that you are a wonderful person, and actually I'm glad that you're able to find venues to speak what you're feeling at the moment, knowing that it is at that particular moment. We may think differently tomorrow, Mark, and I believe that you might think differently tomorrow. And I look forward to you continuing your journey to your truth, whatever that truth may be.
You know, one of the principles that we kind of stand on is that being gay is not a sin or a sickness.
Correct.
Amen.
And it is certainly not a result of some trauma in anyone's life.
Right.
And I was taken back by the use of this word trauma, that he was lifted out of the trauma. And I just, you know, it just kind of shocked me when I was listening to that. It's like, oh my gosh, how many other people may think that this is a trauma that has been placed on life? Yeah. That's not a part of how this works.
Right.
And I would say, you know, as I Googled his name and looked up stuff about him as well, you know, there's something's going on there. There's something at play. Who knows what triggered what? And he is still a role model. And maybe what he's going through right now will role model something for someone else who might be struggling. But the whole trauma aspect of this is not trauma related to whatever your sexuality may be. I don't think trauma would create a traumatic experience would treat someone causing them to be straight either.
Right.
So that's just not how it works. And this whole part of like, let me do all of this, just fitness and this and this and this and this. But now I'm just going to be lifted out of all of this. It's like, this is a part of who we are. This is a part of life. This is a part of our journey. And at this point, he may be on that self-discovery. I don't know. But at the same time, we have to be mindful that it's these types of platforms that can do a lot of harm to a lot of people as well.
Right. I was actually thinking something very similar, that if he's on a journey, maybe it's possible that he fell in love with a woman.
Could be. Yeah.
There's a word for that. It's bisexual.
Yeah.
You can use that word without equating your previous experiences to trauma or something like that. It sounds to me like an awful lot of internalized homophobia. But own your journey, speak your truth. If you formerly dated men, but now maybe you're dating women, you can be bisexual. You can be however you identify, but you don't want to hurt people in the process. Yeah. And that's what this whole thing is. It's just really hurting people in his process, in his journey. So whether he realizes it or not, he is hurting folks.
And if that is the step to where he is now, there are other things that he may experience. I mean, that's pansexual.
Exactly. There's a lot of
whole different array of things, a buffet, if you will.
Right. Exactly.
Of things that we can experiment with in our lives and still shift and move until say, this is who I am and this is who I believe I am. But to turn this into a trauma moment.
Yeah.
My heart goes out that it is a traumatic moment for you. And, you know, as Reverend Kevin said, maybe the best plot for this is on someone's couch.
Yeah, definitely.
And work that out. That you can then come back to a place to offer that different aspect of what it is that you're going through. And just remember, words do have effect on people.
They absolutely
Words do have effect, and his platform has effects on people, not just about healthy living, healthy lifestyle, healthy stuff, but also what happens internally. So as much as we take care of our bodies, we also are, you know, we need to take care of ourselves mentally and to seek out help when we need it as well. So it's a journey. We're all on a journey. And when we need help on that journey, it's no shame in asking for help either.
That's right.
That's what I was going to say. We're at this table saying that having a therapist may be the best thing in the world for a whole lot of us. And if you need to find someone, whether it's an emotional therapist, a spiritual therapist, whatever you need at the moment that you're at, we endorse it fully.
Absolutely.
You know, and if you need that spiritual component, I'm going to say, you know, you got us here at Sunshine Cathedral for whatever you might need. If you have mental concerns or needs, we're going to recommend social services for you, SunServe. They're a great partner in our community, and there's others we can recommend as well. But never feel that you're having a traumatic experience and that you have to go through it alone.
Right.
We are here for you. Resources are here for you, and we hope that you will avail yourself of them. And just remember, you are God's miracle, not God's mistake.
All right.
Well, that's the day with Queer God Squad. We want to thank you for joining us. We are here daily at 3 p.m. to have some fun and to discuss what our LGBTQ plus community is talking about.
Sunshine Cathedral is the world's largest progressive queer church. Progressive, queer, and God are words that naturally should go together. And we are all in this together. Remember that.
You are God's miracle, not God's mistake. Until next time, we are the Queer God Squad. Goodbye.